Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at stampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. I am super excited today to share with you. First of all, it is the first day of Sale-a-Bration. This is our amazing promotion that lasts from January 3rd through March 31st. And during this promotion, the items that are shown in this little brochure that you should have received in the mail are free with a $50 order before tax and shipping. So if you place a $50 order with me, you can choose the items in this brochure for free, like this amazing stamp set, and this amazing stamp set, and this little card kit. Oh my gosh, we are going to be using the Lots of Lavender. This automatically jumped at me because I think it's going to be very easy. I like the detailed outline stamps and then the more solid watercolory images that you stamp over them. So while you can stamp this and color it in, you can stamp this with black and stamp this with the color right on top of it. You don't have to color anything, and that's what all these little elements are for. Love it. We also have ribbon. Don't forget this. I think people are missing this pack of shimmer ribbon, and this really does shimmer. It's got like shimmer in it. I wanted to say glitter, but it's not like glitter that's going to fall off the ribbon. It's beautiful ribbon. And you get all 3 rolls with a $50 order. Then we have our Sweet Serene Memories and More card pack. These are beautiful. You can make cards out of them, or you can make scrapbooking pages. They're great for both. I'm also going to show you something with this Epic Celebrations. I love this. This reminds me of teenagers, or maybe you have some hippies in your life as family and friends. They're always fun, but this is a great stamp set. We haven't seen one like this in a long time. We have the Bubble and Fizz Designer Series paper that goes with the Bubble Over bundle that's in our Occasions mini catalog. We have the Tutti Frutti cards and envelopes. These are beautiful cards and envelopes, and I'll be featuring these in some of my other videos. This adorable Party Panda stamp set. If you watched my last video, you saw some great cards I made with that. And now, one thing I want to tell you, Sale-a-Bration is a little different this year. We have level 1 items and level 2 items. So all of the items I've shown you so far are free with a $50 purchase. Those are level 1 Sale-a-Bration items. Now we're getting into the level 2 Sale-a-Bration items. This one is still a level 1. This amazing U, and again, I've seen the most gorgeous cards made out of this, but it kind of coordinates here with the Celebrate You Thinlits. This is a level 2 Sale-a-Bration product, and you get all of these thinlits free with a $100 order. So if you wanted to get the stamp set with the matching thinlits, you place a $150 order, you can order both of these. Or if you place a $150 order, you can order one of these and one of these and one of these. So it's for each $50 increment on the level 1 and each $100 increment on the level 2. We have one more item that's in the level 2, and that is this Happy Wishes stamp set. And you get 16 rubber stamps in here, and I love the font on these. And I love the flowers on the best and the happy, because while you can just stamp them, you can also color them in, and they're gorgeous. So there's several different ways to take advantage of Sale-a-Bration. Number 1, if you join as a business builder or as a discount shopper during Sale-a-Bration, you get to choose $125 in product for only $99. Plus, before March 31st, you get to add 2 additional free stamp sets on top of everything else you've already chosen, and that can have a value up to $101. So now we're up to $226 for $99, and it gets better. When you order the starter kit or discount shopper kit, you also get free shipping. So on $125 plus $101, so that's $226, you would pay $22.60 shipping on this order if you ordered it as a regular order. But if you order it in our discount shopper kit, you save that $22.60. So now the kit has become even more valuable. Take advantage of that. Lots of people will buy the Discount Shopper Kit, Starter Kit, just because of its fabulous value. The only drawback is that you cannot add Celebration stamp sets to this kit, okay? Celebration items are only included on regular orders, so you have to make a little choice there. But the good news is you can go in after you order your kit and place additional orders and get the same free stamp sets at a 20% discount on what you're ordering. So that's a win-win, right? The other thing that's going on during Celebration is when you host a home party or an online party, or just take a catalog to some of your friends and family and ask if they'd like to order with you, based on your sales, if you reach $250 in sales before tax and shipping, you get an additional $25 to spend over and above what Stampin' Up! Already rewards you. And at $450, you get one item at 50% off. I have a fabulous product to show you today that you're going to want to get, and that could be a great product for your 50% off item. Okay, so we've got join with the Discount Shopper Kit or a Business Builder Kit. You can do whatever you'd like with it, host a party, or buy and get free stuff. Love Celebration. It is the most wonderful time of the year. If you did not get the Celebration brochure or the Occasions mini catalog in the mail, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, please contact me via email at kelly@astampabove.com. I would be happy to mail all 3 of our catalogs to you. You definitely want to have these in your hand. Okay, let's get started. I am going to be using a brand new product called Brusho Crystal Colour. And it's found on page 26 in the Occasions mini catalog. It's featured with this beautiful stamp set, and it kind of reminds me of stained glass, doesn't it? I love the big images, and it really is perfect for using this Brusho Crystal Colour. So, and it gives you some tips here on how to use it and what to do, but I'm going to tell you those live right now. And I'm going to use the Brusho Crystal Colour in combination with the Epic Celebrations and the Lots of Lavender. Both of these stamp sets are free with your $50 order. $50, $50. You can get both of them during Celebration that lasts till March 31st. The other tool that I'm going to use here is our aqua painters. And our aqua painters come, I think they're $16. They come in a double pack. You get a smaller brush and a bigger brush head. So you get both of these in one pack. These are my favorite go-to coloring tools. So if you don't have an aqua painter, you need an aqua painter. Get the set. You just simply open them up, fill them with water, close them back up, and it's like a paintbrush that loads automatically. So you get water, water. You don't even have to squeeze it. This one just comes right out. Not too much. That's the ticket. You don't want them leaking water all over the place. But these are fabulous tools, and you've seen me use them many times. This could be added to your order to get your $50 to get these free products. So keep that in mind. Okay, first thing I'm going to do here is show you the Brusho Crystal Colour. So you get 5 different colors for $30. And at first that seemed kind of expensive to me. But as I got to talking to some of the people at Stampin' Up! When I was out in Salt Lake City for their convention, these should last you for the rest of your life. Like, it's an investment that you will literally take to your grave. Can we say that? I don't know if I want to even talk about graves, but it'll last you for the rest of your life. So that's cool. And what you do with the Brusho is when you get your containers, you leave them sealed up and you just poke a hole in the top. I've already got one hole here. I'm just going to poke another hole. You can poke 1 or 2 holes, but I'm just using my pokey tool to poke a hole in it. And then we're going to use that to sprinkle it out. You don't want to open these up. This powder is so super fine that it can go poof very easily. So you want to keep your powders closed up and just poke the holes in the top. And then I've been just keeping mine in this box. And when I go to my stamp clubs and classes, this will just travel with me. So, so far I haven't had any problems with it. It doesn't make a mess any place other than on my surface, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So I'm going to bring in my grid paper. This grid paper is available to anyone, not just for demonstrators. And I have to tell you, I use this all the time to measure. Okay, so you've got a ruler on both edges here. I use it all the time to measure. I write all over it. If I'm doing, you know, the sizes, what are the sizes of my layers, I'll write them down here so that when I make my videos, I can remember stuff and, you know, my memory's going. So I'm just going to bring in a couple sheets. One side of your grid paper is in standard American measurement. I don't remember what they call that, but the other side is in metric for, you know, those that like metric. And what I've done here is I've taken some watercolor paper. Brusho works best with watercolor paper. So I've got watercolor paper. I inked up my stamp from the Lots of Lavender stamp set, inked that up in Versamark and stamped it on my watercolor paper. And then I used my clear embossing powder, and I like to keep mine in a little container like this with a spoon that's just ready to go in there. I poured some powder on there and I hit it with my heat tool, so it's all embossed. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but it's ready to roll. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna get your watercolor paper wet. So I am just going to squeeze a little bit because you want quite a bit of water on your watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is very absorbent, so you wanna make sure. And I'm not doing the whole front, I've just pretty much scribbled it over the middle. And now I'm gonna come in with my Brusho, and I'm just going to sprinkle that on, okay? And then I'm gonna come in, this one is the Peruvian blue, and now I'm coming in with yellow, and I'm gonna sprinkle that on. And then maybe I'm gonna bring in, oops, a little bit of my green. And remember, I've already poked holes in this. Now, the effect that I'm getting here, I want it to be a little bit more blended. So another great tool to have is a Stampin' Spritzer. You get 2 of these in a pack for like $4 or something. They're really inexpensive. But I'm just going to spray this a little bit more. And I'm going to add a little bit more color. And you can see, can you see how it's like swirling all over the place? There's a little bit more yellow. And if you find that you don't have enough powder coming out, you may need to add another hole. Look at that. Add some more water. Oh my gosh, this is so, so pretty. I want some more blue right in the middle there. And you just keep doing whatever you want to do until you get the desired effect. So there we go. Pretty crazy, right? I love backgrounds like this. I think they're gorgeous. Now, if you end up with too much water on there, I'm trying to grab a tissue, you can come in and you can dab some of it off. I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. Oh my gosh, just delicious. I absolutely love it. So we're going to set that aside and let it dry for now. Now, I've also got another flower embossed on here so that I could show you some different colors. I think I'll bring in the brilliant red and the orange, which is called Gamboge. I don't even know how to say that. G-A-M-B-O-G-E. If anybody knows how to spell that, leave me or say that, leave me a comment. This time I'm just going to take my Stampin' Spritzer and I'm going to spray that up good, and now I'm coming in with the orange. Pretty, pretty. And how about some red? And I see right now it's not blending as much as I would like it to blend, so I'm just going to add some more. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? I have some finished cards to show you, so hang around because you'll see what I did with this. This is beautiful. I absolutely love that color combination. Okay, next, then I used the Epic Celebrations, and I just love this. It's kind of a funky little stamp set. I've got some strips here. My strips are 1 7/8 by 5, and I'll show you a finished product with this too. I'm gonna spray this just like we did the other ones. The next one, I'm gonna do something a little different to it. So I'm gonna use my blue again. Oh, you can see I've got a lot more water on there. That's really taking off. And the green. I like those two colors together. And I think I'm gonna poke another hole in this green because I don't have much coming out here. There we go. Now I see some green coming out. Isn't that fun? Fun. Here, let me do a little bit more down. There we go. I just had to spray it with some water. Love, love, love. Where'd my tissue go? Did anybody see my Kleenex? I don't know. I guess I'll grab a new one. Just going to come in here and dab some of this excess up. Or you can leave it. You can just set it aside and let it dry. How cute is that? Love it. Okay, and then I want to show you one more way to use this. So I've got another piece of the watercolor paper, and this has the tennis shoes stamped and embossed on it. And I'm just going to grab an acrylic block. Any acrylic block or non-porous surface, it doesn't matter, just as long as it's non-porous. And I'm going to just put a little tiny bit of powder on here. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to color my tennis shoes. I know it's hard for you to see my tennis shoes, but I can really see my tennis shoes. The light's hitting them just right. You can come in and color. So that's kind of fun. Let's see. Clean off your aqua painter. You just go back and forth until there's no color left on it. I'm going to do a little bit of the green here. And you can hardly even see that I've put any powder on here, but believe me, I have. I'm going to come in. Oh, I think I need that to be, I think it would be better if it was a little darker, right? But the whole point that I'm getting at here is that you can color as well with this powder. And why do you need this powder to color? It is really, really intense. This color is just very intense. The powder is very concentrated with color. Oops, I got some green in there. Whoopsie doopsie. There we go. So if you wanted to color in some images, and the stamp set Beautiful Day that's shown right on the page with the Brusho Crystal Colour, that's why we've got these big images here that you could easily color these in. So we got some neat little shoes there, and let's see, what else do I want to do here? I think I want to give it, I don't know if I'm actually going to use this or not, but I'm going to keep going here. Just squeezing out a little water, and I'm just going to come in. Oops, I don't quite have enough water in here. Maybe color this. So this is looking really ugly. Sometimes that happens. I was playing with this, and I had one project that just didn't, I'm not getting enough water in my aqua painter here. There we go. Now it's getting a little better. There, now it's going to spread nicer. Yeah, this is really ugly. But anyways, you can see how intense that color is. And you can keep going over it and smooth it out. And that's the great thing about watercolor paper, is that you can do a lot of things with it. It just makes things look very artsy. Artsy's good. So that's really ugly. We're not going to use this piece, right in the trash. But now you can see that you can paint with it. All right, let's see what I have here. Let me put my Brusho colors away, and I will show you, get my aqua painter cleaned off here. I will show you, whoops, some of the things, a couple of the cards that I made. Here is the first card that I made. And I love, love, love these bright colors together. So I used Lemon Lime Twist for my card base. I took some black and put some white embossing powder on here and used a greeting. It's from another Sale-a-Bration set. called Heartfelt Blooms. So I love these greetings, and that's what I use right on here. We'll talk about that in another video. This is an amazing set too. Again, free with a $50 order. So that's what I did with this one. I've got a little black layer. This watercolor paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I've just got a black layer under it just to make it pop. And that really does make it pop. That is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay. Then I've got a couple new products on here that I'd like to show you. This is our new Simple Stripes Texture Embossing Folder. And I just put my cardstock in there at an angle so that I could get angled stripes on here. I don't know if you can see that. Here's our little piece with the tennis shoes on it. And then the other thing I wanted to show you that's new here is this 1 3/8 inch scallop punch. That's what I used on the back of my Here's to an Epic Sale-a-Bration. So of course this matches perfectly with our 1 1/4 inch circle punch layering on top of that. Then I used the badge punch behind it. Great masculine card. This will be for my teenage boys, I think. And even I think some of my men might like these old looking tennis shoes because they are epic, right? So I've got 2 great cards that I made here with the Brusho. It's a super easy background and you get such spectacular and different results each time you do it. So remember, you can get any of these Sale-a-Bration sets for free when you place a $50 order. Now I always have people ask me, so if I place $100, can I place a $100 order altogether, or do I need to place 2 separate $50 orders? No, you can place a $100 order, you can place a $150 order, you can place a $200 order, you can get one of these sets for each $50 that you spend. So Sale-a-Bration is fabulous like that. Make sure that if you do place an order under $150, you're using my hostess code. I'll put that up on the screen for you here. Because that will get you entered in a drawing that I have each month. Somebody's a winner every month. Sometimes 2 people are winners, so you definitely want to do that. You can hop on over to my blog. You'll see it in the top right-hand corner to place your orders. And also, don't forget to click on the subscribe button down here so you don't miss anything coming out. I've got fabulous lineup for videos for you guys. I can't hardly wait to show and share all this stuff with you. Wishing you a fabulous week. Bye-bye.